Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. It is I, Marianne Lee with Fit Food and Art, and if you aren't already, please make sure to subscribe. If this video, by the way, really resonates you, please share it, add a comment below, tag a friend, get the word out there. I just wanted to share with you a beautiful experience that I experienced a couple weeks ago. Now, for those of you that know me personally, you know that I am retrieving my 200-hour yoga teacher training this year. And I've always wanted this. I wanted it for the last couple years. I just never had the financial means to get it. Now, however, isn't it just amazing how the universe provides you with exactly what you need at that very time? Now I had the financial means, the financial abundance was there, and I was able to go ahead and take that portion and really invest into myself. And things have just gotten so much more deep for me. So much revelations have came to me, so much more enlightenment, more than I ever thought. And it is absolutely amazing because I needed it more now than ever. So the last couple months I've been really having a hard time, and I have been stuck in a rut. Now, with those of you again that follow me personally know that I have injured my shoulder again for the third time. Just the physical fitness is, you know, the physical fitness that I love to participate in. I was not honoring my body's limitations. I was pushing myself to the degree where it became unhealthy. Not just physically for me, it was unhealthy for me, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and all those aspects. And it really rippled effect. And just when I thought that I had crawled out of a dark space, things got a little bit darker for me. So wow, I just want to thank the universe and thank it that it presented this yoga teacher training workshop for me right in the nick of time when I needed it the most. So I experienced a 3-day workshop. It was on the 4 desires. It's a large aspect of really inner reflection and really tapping into the pureness and the divine within you, really opening up the heart, tapping into your authentic self. And it had helped me realize, and I knew it was going on. I knew I just needed some kind of assistance. And with that, if you guys are interested, Miss Marcy at Fountain of Health Yoga, I believe she does this workshop twice a year. So if you're interested, go onto her website and see when she is doing it again, because wow, it could really bring up so much. And there's nothing like a state of humbleness and a state of ego death that you experience when you realize that you are causing your own hindrance, that you are causing your own obstruction within yourself because you are afraid of something. But then that fear ends up cutting off and suffocating all the greatest potential that is truly there and that is available at your service. But because you are afraid, you're hindering yourself from all that, and you're cutting yourself off from all those experiences and the beauty of it and the letting go and the surrendering and this true essence of life that we need to be feeling on a daily basis. And we need to project ourselves and construct ourselves and orchestrate ourselves according to this harmonious energy that truly resides within ourselves. And just by being connected at the heart, you feel this, and it's amazing. So with that said, guys, I was really, and I am a Scorpio. We have really ambitious energy. I really align and resonate with alpha female. I am a high strung alpha female, to where you could say I could be a little bit masculine too, and that creates some disharmony because I need to make sure that the masculine energy and the female energy are in unionship and in perfect harmony as best as I can possibly get them. And with that said, with me pushing my physical abilities this last couple of 6 to 8 months, it really put me out of whack spiritually, emotionally, and hormonally. And my nervous system was just running awire and was really out of whack. It started to disturb my sleep. It started to disturb my appetite. I noticed I was really irritable and more short-fused. I noticed I couldn't focus anymore. I actually was recently diagnosed with ADD. I truly believe that my form of ADD was self-induced due to the overtraining that I was putting myself unnecessarily under in order to retrieve these goals in order to see the physical changes in my body to where it became a healthy habit and a healthy lifestyle for me. I got overzealous and thus became unhealthy. So these are the things that sometimes people don't want to talk about, is when we could really get into anything. If it's not balanced and things aren't done in moderation, then it is no longer serving you to the greatest good. It's no longer going to be healthy for you. And that's the moment that we need to step back and really do a self-reflection exercises and really tap into the pureness, gentleness, and the authentic you within your heart, and know, are you really giving yourself the greatest potential? Are you cutting yourself off and self-sabotaging form of self-mutilation as well, and constricting yourself of life's pleasures that it has to offer in order to really live in the now? And for those of you that have been following me, you guys know that my new year's resolution was to live in the more presence of the now, feeling that wholeness, that value, that richness, that completeness, and that essence of ecstasy when you really tap into that and having that state of gratitude, right? And I've experienced this, so I know how important it is, but keep in mind, again, at this time, my nervous system was so out of whack from overtraining and restricting myself so much that it created an unhealthy balance inside myself to where I couldn't even have the mental clarity to think. I was unable to relax. And with that said, thank you for my massage therapist. I have 3 massage therapists. Thank you for my yoga instructor, Miss Marcy. I found out for really helping me through this hard time in my life, to where I was pushing myself too much and putting myself under unnecessary pressure, being that female matriarch, that alpha, that over ambitious Scorpio energy that resides in me. And if you're a Scorpio, I'm sure that you could relate, or if you're just an alpha female, I'm sure you could relate. So there is power in that, but there is also a disillusion of an illusion, a form of illusion of power in that as well. There's also a lot of power that brought to me after this weekend. The revelation that I was able to have was there's also a lot of power in letting go and trusting and actually asking for help when you need it. Now, that was a hard thing, and that is a hard thing for me, is to ask others for help. And that's something that, like I said, I was being too hard on myself, and I don't tend to ask for other people for help, or ask other people to have help me and assist me in any way, whether it's financially, physically, or just supporting me in some way. I tend to just really isolate myself and have this focused tunnel vision, almost this red tunnel vision that's not necessarily good, because when you're actually in a unionship, such as a sacred unionship with my beloved, and I also have a daughter, that is not orchestrating or conducting myself in a place of wholeness and as a collective and as a community within my house. So you guys have seen me probably talk about this when I thought I shifted enough after my deep, intense meditation after New Year's, but things just got deeper for me, and wow, I felt just this great purge come over me, and I cried, and you know, those painful hurt cries where you just almost feel like something's ripping out of your chest and out of your throat. I literally had to tell myself to kind of calm down so I wouldn't disturb others that were around me, that were during and participating in this workshop with me. But it felt so amazingly good. And let me tell you, what was even more amazing was the feelness and the revelations that presented themselves. And after we were asked to slightly get up after that meditation, I noticed, and I walked to the restroom, that I had no physical pain. My shoulders weren't hurting me no more. So isn't it just amazing how the nervous system and our bodies could really hold onto this negative energy or be overstimulated in the wrong way to where it's not constructive anymore, it's actually destructive. And your body holds that. The body is a memory bank. The brain is a memory bank. And we have to really know how to let go and cut off these cords and these ties to really let go and really allow the unfolding and trusting in ourselves and rebirthing ourselves into tapping into the greatest versions of ourselves. And with that said, it revealed to me, I was what I thought, what I resonated with, what I associated with being a high-strung, independent, powerful woman was actually my highest, greatest skill. I thought was my main power, was actually my greatest weakness. Wow. Talk about ego death in the making. Like, it was amazingly spiritually just letting go and trusting in the universe and really settling that in my mind and in my heart and accepting that, Marianne, you are putting yourself under so many unnecessary restrictions. You are not taking it easy. You are not living in the now. You're cutting yourself off from intimacy in all aspects of your life, not just physically with your beloved, but in other ways with a healthy balance of really living a flexible diet and really having a good healthy physical activity regimen where you need to put the emphasis on meditation and yoga just as much as weightlifting and cardio. And actually, when your body is to a certain degree, this fight or flight way that I was acting in with my nervous system being overstimulated and me not being able to sleep right, and I was just on flight or flight, really was robbing me to see truly how much I have persevered and how much I really had at this present moment, how much my body was really the way I wanted it to be. And I just had to stop pushing already. You know, when you push too much, the universe is going to push back. And that's exactly what happened to me. And it's a blessing in disguise. I know that. Like, even when I first hurt my shoulder, I seen it as a blessing in disguise. I actually wrote about that. We had to write about a thriving moment in our life. And when I first hurt my shoulder 2 years ago, guys, it was a different kind of hurt though, because this one really stimulated, this last injury really overstimulated my nervous system. The previous one before that, the first one, didn't do that. I was actually really disciplined with my meditation, and that was my escape. But this time I didn't have that to escape because my mind was so much in flight or flight that I was having a hard time focusing and relaxing. I do no natural homeopathic remedies, so I went ahead and started doing some natural sleeping aids such as magnesium to calm me down, and just would try to tap into this really state of oneness that you're able to achieve and receive when you go into a nice relaxing flow form of yoga or yoga nidra or meditation. But I just couldn't tap in deep enough until this weekend. I just needed the assistance from my teacher, and wow, boy, did I need it more than ever, because I had never felt this way. Me always being, since childhood, just from the upbringing that I was in from early state of childhood, being a survivalist, being a powerful matriarch, an alpha female, knowing what she wants, getting what she wants, you know, almost domineering and almost dominant, like I said, more of a masculine force, even though I am female. This has always been that way that I was always projecting myself, because that has been my survival mechanism. And now this weekend workshop has revealed to me that that's no longer serving you. You need to let that go. You no longer need to be in fear anymore. You no longer need to be worried about your survival. And you need to trust, and you need to let go, and you need to tap into your heart, and you need to be tapped into that place within you that exists, that is touched by unbrokenness. It's full, it's whole, it's pure love, baby. It's pure, infinite, compassionate love. And feeling that for yourself, and really coming into a state of acceptance and awareness with oneness and the true value that you have right in front of you, and no longer seeking anything. Shutting off all your wants and all desires, and just coming into true state of acceptance. Such a beautiful feeling. And with that said, beautiful souls, I wanted to read to you a poem that I wrote. She wanted us to write a poem of our most thriving moment after a meditation and a yoga practice that we participated on day one. My most memorable time of a thriving moment is 2 summers ago. This is when I first hurt my shoulder, when I would wake up every morning and I would meditate. It takes acknowledgement of how I need to practice every day and start every day. To feel me, 100% all of me. And there is when I realize I need nothing, for what I have is just extra. But for what I got is me. Feeling so deeply connected to self fills me with deep desire, trust, and connects me and shuts off all the world. I feel the wholeness within my life, the vastness of the infinite space. Wow, I am so much. And this is all within inside of me. Connected to all is within me. Now that is absolutely amazing, being that I felt for these last about 3 months, I was really orchestrating myself out of state of inadequacy. I was also so used to the physical challenges that I put more mental challenges on myself. And I seen how that was not serving me to the highest good. Being an alpha female, strong female, we could tend to put too much on our plate. The Scorpio energy of being too over ambitious to where we could burn ourselves out, which is dangerous. And like I said, you want to try to eliminate those self-sabotaging habits, any kind, whether it's eating bad foods or whether it's saying yes to too many things that don't serve you, and really start to create an imbalance within yourself. And really coming into a true state of authenticity and wholeness of what you truly want to do. What is your desire? What is your purpose? What is your passion? What makes you feel free? What makes you feel liberated? And this, beautiful souls, this is why I created this YouTube channel. This is what I truly feel so passionate about, and so full of purpose, and so free when I share these kind of enlightenment moments and these revelations that I even experience, in hopes to inspire and assist others that might be having a blockage of some kind. And with that said, beautifuls, it has coned in and has helped me and aligned myself to realize that I need to be my own best friend, and I need to trust into the universe, trust in the unfolding of my future, and relax a little bit and not restrict myself and not be so hard on myself, and really just be able to experience life and all the forms of pleasure that it has available to me. And know that when I take a new project on, or when you take a new project on, and you could feel some imbalancing starting to arise, whether that's you're binge eating, you're not eating enough, you're not sleeping, anxiety attacks, feeling flight or flight on survival, to really stop and really cut the cord to whatever that is that's not serving you for the greatest good. Because it is a truly full way of feeling rich and abundant and living that value life, where you could really live and feel the wholeness within your heart and within your being. And then you could feel this essence of this supernatural energy that engulfs your aura, and you feel this divine presence connecting you to not only your heart but to source energy. It's an amazing feeling, and I know that if everyone could conduct themselves from this, wow, what a more harmonious way that we would be living, in a helpful, collective, and supportive way that we would all be supporting one another. It's truly beautiful. So with that said, beautiful souls, I just wanted to really be okay with being vulnerable. That's one of my other things. I am letting go and being okay with being vulnerable, and really orchestrating and responding to the world out of my heart space where wholeness resides. I am always whole. I am always enough. You are always whole. You are always enough. Never do anything to where you are acting out of fear in order to obtain it. Do things that you know are that you're already whole, like you already see it, it's already there. There's so much more of a higher vibrational, motivational energy that really propels you forward in your life. And I have said that before, but this weekend has really allowed all those walls to dissipate and really come into my authentic self in alignment with who I am and my divine purpose and my divine nature, being in the state of wholeness, completion, and oneness and love, and being okay to experience states of intimacy and vulnerability. So with that said, I am helping myself by asking for help and not putting myself under unnecessary pressures, physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. I am being more in a state of gratitude and acceptance of where I am. And wow, the universe has truly blessed me in so many ways this last couple of weeks since I had that reveal itself. And I'll be more than happy to share more of those videos with you guys. So I upload new videos every Monday on my YouTube channel here, Fit Food and Art. Please make sure to share this video if it really resonated with you, if you know that it would really help somebody out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And peace, love, and healing good light. Namaste.